Denise Garth. I'm the Chief Strategy Officer at Majesco. Majesco is a core system provider, but we have a whole ecosystem set of solutions that really support the entire value chain for both property and casualty and life and annuity and health. I think that GenAI is one of those technologies that is going to truly change the industry fundamentally. It's going to redefine how we do business. And what I mean by that is that it has the potential and the power to actually optimize our business more than what we've ever actually been able to do over the last 2 or 3 decades since we first automated insurance and really created a lot of efficiencies then. It now has the power to actually take very manual types of situations, and you can actually use GenAI to actually create that optimization where we're seeing in our benchmarking 10 to 20 times productivity. So for example, we can take maybe a transaction that takes 10 or 15 minutes, can do it in less than 60 seconds. And so when you begin to think about that, you've really been able to augment intelligence to the people on the front line, those people who are servicing customers, and it really has the opportunity to bring in quality, to bring in consistency, and to bring in a whole level of efficiency and optimization that we haven't seen in decades. So when I think about AI, it's a broad term, of which GenAI is one of those in there. It really has the opportunity. It's been around for a few decades. We've had predictive models, but now we have more access to data. We have more access to technology that can really leverage that data in a much more effective way. So I just talked about GenAI and how that can really kind of drive productivity and efficiencies, but through AI, when you're really building out the models to be able to actually assess data that's coming in for underwriting, for claims, for fraud, even for billing, or even to say which of your distributors are the best performers that you want to make sure that you're kind of channeling the resources to and you're channeling business opportunities to, that can really kind of transform your business to really kind of give you that business insight and the ability to really make sure that you're making the right decisions and you're really focusing in on the right resources. So we're really excited about our fall 24 release because we've taken what we've been doing for the last 2 years. We announced that we were going to start using ChatGPT in January, I believe, of 2023. Since that time, we've actually had 3 releases: fall of 23, spring of 24, and now fall of 24, where we actually have built out capabilities based on use cases. And many of those use cases are ones that our customers are telling us they have real pain in. And so we've taken it from the first levels of GenAI, where we're basically looking at our documentation and being able to say, how do I do an endorsement? Well, the endorsement will come up with the steps to do the endorsement. We then, in spring, begin to take actions. It can summarize some things, and do you want to set up a task? Yes, I do. So it'll take an action. We now are taking it to a much more sophisticated level. We've got document ingestion that can actually bring in different types of documents. The one that we're highlighting is document ingestion for invoices, for paying out claims, and we're able to actually take a really complicated situation that has been benchmarked that normally would take 3.5 hours down to less than 20 minutes. So it's really transformative. And then on top of that, we're continuing to expand out the capabilities in our whole portfolio solution. So when we have a release, it's across our entire portfolio solutions for both P&C and L and A&H, and we leverage a lot of the technology from a foundational standpoint. So I always write about trends every year at the end of the year. In fact, I'm kind of putting my trends together for 2025. For this year, it's been a number of different things. It's been about when you look at what's happening in the industry from an economic standpoint, from a macroeconomic standpoint, with the challenges of profitability, with the challenges of CAT events, with the challenges of us losing our talent to retirement, we have a lot of challenges, and the challenge for the insurance industry is we still sit on a lot of legacy. Yes, we've done some transformation over the last 2 decades, but that transformation has kind of continue to support the current operating model. So what I see is that the big trend is stepping back and how are you going to leverage the technologies, particularly the intelligent technologies that leverage Gen AI, and say, how are we going to do business differently? By doing that, you're not only going to change the technology foundation, which must be native cloud, API, embedded analytics, headless, all the words that you kind of hear about, but it's got to also be a different operating model. And what you really compete on for an insurance company are your products and your channels and how you provide service. So if you can compete on those things, leveraging technology without heavy customization, you're going to be able to continue to accelerate innovation and take those changes that come in from whatever core system provider or other technology that you have and leverage those to kind of accelerate your innovation. So in the next year, it's going to be about operational optimization. It's going to be about leveraging Gen AI and AI. And it's going to be about finally dealing with legacy because it's come home to roots. So we've been here from the very beginning. We were the only core system vendor here day one. And I remember it was 1,800 people. It was in the exhibit hall. There was no carpet. It was pretty basic there, but it was a group of people that was really engaged in the industry. A lot of insurtech startups. There was a lot of money there, to be invested, and it's just grown over the years. And it's really a place I think that the community can come together to really hear about what's happening, what each company is doing, what the insurtechs are doing, what new technologies are emerging. And it's the one place you can kind of have a networking that is just really, really powerful and really valuable, I think, to the industry. Because as an industry, we've got to keep pushing the envelope and make sure that we are doing the things that we fundamentally have to do to kind of provide that underlying foundation for the economy to be able to work, for people to be able to live, for properties to be able to be covered. We have to protect all of that because we really help power that across the economy.